Everyone, welcome to Here's Avenue. My name is Darren, and today we're going to be talking about this Todd Philips story that came out from Empire Magazine. And specifically, I'm looking at this article from Cosmic Book News. But before I get started, if there's any ideas that you guys want us to do, any video ideas you guys want us to talk about, let me know in the comments below. And also, I'm going to be at Comic-Con next week, actually. I'm going to be doing vlogs. I'm going to be making videos out there. So if you guys are out there, let me know and let's meet up. All right, so let's get on to this story. So Todd Philips, he came out and he talked about how DC could compete against Marvel because Marvel is just way ahead of them right now, right? They're breaking records right now, and they're killing it with Spider-Man Far From Home, and especially with Endgame. And so Todd Philips, he talked about how DC could be different from them and how they can compete against that without, purely copying them. And he, this article came out, and it really, what he said makes sense. So this is what the article says. He says, Todd Philips pitched Joker to Warner Brothers executives at the after party of War Dogs premiere. He suggested they begin a new division called DC Black, separating itself from the current crop of DC films. It was also a way of differentiating from Marvel. And then it goes on and it quotes his comments, and this is what Todd Phillips says. I said, let Joker be the first, then let's get fucking great filmmakers to come in. Instead of trying to live in the shadow of the Beast MCU, let's do something they can't. This included 30 million budgets, no CGI hoopla. Let's strip that all away. It'll be liberating. I totally agree with his statements. I mean, Todd Phillips, this guy's making sense. I think DC, if they could do it, I would love to have a new division of DC films. Call it DC Black, whatever. Just to mimic what they're doing in the comic books. But I think that would be really cool. I think I'm always positive when it comes to having more comic book films per year, and if this is a way to do that, I say go for it, because especially by having a small budget film, make it director producer driven would be awesome. Because as for me, as a moviegoer, I love watching these indie films. I love like searching like these selected theaters for a certain indie film and just enjoy it. Because when movies are smaller budget, they're able to tell a richer story and more condensed, no fluff, and it's just purely story driven, because they have no time to waste, right? They only have a limited amount of budget, a smaller budget at that, and they're not trying to go for a blockbuster movies. They're not trying to make too many like fantastic things throughout the movie, but just tell a great story. And that's what I really love about indie films, and I think that's where my love for movies are purely at. And if they're able to do that with these comic book characters, regardless if it's gonna stay in lines or have any connectivity with their comic book origins or their comic book stories, I think that would be great. I think just having the directors giving them freedom to do what they want with these characters would be cool to see. Because I would love to see, I'm excited to see this Joker movie, this Elseworld Joker movie. I know it's not the definitive version of Joker, because I mean, there's so many versions of Joker in the comic books, and I don't think this is one of them. I mean, he said in the previous videos, this particular Joker has nothing to do with the comic books. So we're treating this as an Elseworld story, and fans should not be triggered by this, because we still got the DCEU where they're trying to make definitive versions of these characters, and we still got Jared Leto as Joker, so we can still do that. So all hope has not gone lost. So if you're triggered by this, we still have this other camp of movies that DC is trying to build. And so yes, I think this would work, especially since DC is trying not to compete against Marvel, and they're trying to be different at this point. And you know, this is something that Marvel cannot do right now, because everything is connected in that Marvel universe. They got the Netflix shows, even though it's canceled. They got the Hulu shows. They got Shield. You know, they're all connected to the Marvel universe, the movie, you know, the movieverse. And so yeah, they can't do it at all. Even though I would love to see an Elseworld story of these characters, like even Hulk. I think Hulk, doing an Elseworld story of a Hulk movie, I think that would be cool. And not having it not connected to anything with the comic books would be really cool to see. And so if they're able to, you know, make more movies like the Joker, I would love them to do like a Clayface movie. I really want to see Clayface go to the big screen, because I just love his origin. I just love his character. And so if they're able to make that into like a horror movie where this guy becomes Clayface and he just ends up killing people, I think that'd be brilliant. I think that'd be so cool. And having it not tied to anything with his, you know, his comic book origin, or, you know, these other DC films, and nothing at all. Just tell a great story, keep it low budget, no CGI, even though Clayface probably would need CGI, right? But yeah, I think limiting the budget would be great for storytelling, and make everything a lot richer. And this article right here makes me so excited to see this Joker movie, because man, seems like Todd Phillips, he's super psyched about this, and it makes me excited. That's it for this video. I want to know your guys' thoughts on you know, this Todd Phillips comments, and his thoughts on making a new division of DC films. Are you guys on board with that? Would you guys be cool with it? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.